Hey guys, this is Coach Clay and
Philly Physiques.
we're coming to you today with a product review. So this is a new line that we picked up here at Unmatched Nutrition inside of our stores. We picked it up, about June last year, I think. It's called Sci Labs. Mr. Philly Physiques is actually sponsored by this company now, so shout out to them. They picked him up around October for a time frame, right?
Yeah, September, October.
September last year they picked him up as an athlete, and since June I've had time to use all their products, to try them out, to see what I think about them. The one thing I will give them starting with is on their protein. They do a great job flavoring their protein. What's your favorite flavor so far?
I mean, salted caramel.
Mine too. They have a salted caramel that is amazing, guys. We're sold out of it, but banana here, if you look.
Yeah, banana's probably my number 2.
They got this nice banana one here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Banana nut muffin. It is really, really good. That's a really good one. Actually, my dad's favorite is this one. And it's weird because he's like, you got any more of that stuff? Constantly. Because it is good tasting, easy to drink, very thin. It's a full isolate.
Yeah, it's got a really good consistency. It doesn't have that like thickiness to it. Like you said, it's
Right.
got that thinner texture. Because I use the salted caramel and they got a birthday cake too that I like to mix with like my oatmeal, my cream of wheat. I do the salted caramel a lot. Actually, now that we're in off season, one of my favorite post-workouts is double scoop of the salted caramel, and I mix it and then I pour it over my cinnamon toast crunch.
Yes.
And that's one of my favorite post-workout meals.
So right now, there, guys. So let's talk about this. Why we stock them, because we only stock quality products, as you know. We do not cater to marketing companies like, I won't even say their names. We don't cater to any company out there that puts more money in marketing than they do their products. That's garbage. There are a lot of proteins out there that are garbage. There's a lot of proteins out there that are junk. You're not getting anything from their amino spiked. This is not. It's a very good protein. It's 100% non-denatured, cold filtered, micronized, filtered whey at 90% or better. WPI 90 or better. No protein can be an isolate unless it's 90% isolate or better. So there's companies out there, you'll do the math on it, you're coming back at like 81%. It's not an isolate. Even though they say isolate whey on it or hydrolyzed isolate on it, you'll see all this stuff, and that's not what it is. It has a minuscule amount of that in it, and that's it. This is 100%. Mixes well, tastes good, no stomach issues whatsoever on it.
I haven't had any.
And I've had people complain with stomach issues, and I moved them to SciLabs or to NutriBio, which are the two proteins that I pretty much swear by and like the best, and all their issues go away. So let's start with this. There's 28 grams of protein. There's 0 grams of fat, but there's 2.5 calories from fat. He even puts that on there, which is important. Why? Because 1 gram of fat is how many calories?
9. And
he only has 2.5 calories from fat, not even a gram of fat. And there's 2 carbohydrates and 0 sugar. It's actually 0.2 sugar, so pretty much 0. Great product. Love the taste of it. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to one of their next bestseller is going to be this Terminal Shock.
Their pre-workout.
Their pre-workout is strong.
The first time I took it, I went right ahead and I took a full scoop. I'm personally not a super high stim person. So I went ahead and I took a full scoop for the first time, and to be honest, it was a little much. For normal stem people, definitely full scoop will get you right where you want to be. For me, I normally do about a half, three-quarter scoop. But it's got up over 300 grams of caffeine, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the full scoop. Let's look here.
It's on this side.
You got 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. You got 50 milligrams of dicaffeine malate. But then you also have hordenine in it. And then coming down here, you have choline, which is for being able to concentrate, and choline is a brain stimulator that allows you to get really good focus. Then it has synephrine, And then it has a DMHA at 150 milligrams per scoop, 75 per half scoop. If you don't know what DMHA is, it's called 2-amino. It's what it's referred to commonly. It replaced 1,3-dimethyl. I like it in the fact that it gives me better focus than almost anything else I've taken. The focus is insane on it. I'm another one that doesn't do a lot of stimulants. 300 milligrams of caffeine, I feel. So I don't do a lot of stimulants. And this one here, half scoop, and it hits me. I feel every bit of it. Great product. If you're a stim junkie, gotta try it out. Have to try it out. If you're not a stim junkie, I would go down to a half scoop, and it's a really good, just solid pre-workout. It has beetroot powder in it. It has tons of vitamin and minerals in it. It has a full lineup of your vitamin and minerals. I'm gonna see if I can get this on the film for you guys.
You put it up there, I can focus it. That should be good.
So look at the vitamins and minerals. Not a lot of pre-workouts have that in it, so really good product. You did a good job with this one. Now let's talk about, which one do I have in front of me?
Great flavors too. The only thing I would say, I like to add a pump product to this because it's only got...
You got citrulline, about how many grams? 1.5 grams of citrulline malate in it.
Okay.
And then we have agmatine at 0.5 gram. And that's the most, you got L-arginine at, 0.5 gram. You got some beta alanine. A full scoop gives you your 3.2 grams, which is the tingles that you guys feel. So that's a lactic acid buffering product.
Great flavors too. They actually just added 4 more, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because they added.
And something else that they have in this is, you seen it, is the beetroot powder is really good for blood flow, pumps, everything too. So they do have some pump, but I always recommend adding a pump product if you're not using something that is straight pharmaceutical levels. The levels that you see studied, like 6 grams of citrulline malate. I always use 6 grams no matter what. That's what you need when you're training. That is the full serving, the full dose. So you can add that to this to get more pumps. And remember, the more stimulants you have, the more constricted your blood vessels are. So those pump products open it back up. Now, I've been using their Testosterone with a lot of people. Boom. And I've got a lot of good feedback on this. Been using it with my competitors, and honestly, it's a great product. Really good testosterone booster. It's just a natural test booster. It's a good product though. So if you're wanting a test booster, give this one a try. It's probably my second favorite of which is out there now, but it's great. And what are you holding over there?
We got their Thermal Shock. Thermo Shock. This is a strong fat burner. There's no other way for me to go about this. Cause the only downfall to this product is it is a single capsule serving. A lot of fat burners will break down into 2 capsules, in which you can normally start at your half dose and then build up. But this is only a single serving for what the label says, and it's strong.
It's tough, guys.
I feel like I'm on Adderall when I take this. It's got a lot of stim. It is a very high stim. Caffeine green tea right off the bat on the label. Appetite suppressing for sure. It helps me on prep. 1, energy wise. 2, focus wise, and then 3, the high stim in it most certainly curbs my appetite and suppresses it. There's other stuff that have in there for the appetite suppressant. So
you got methylsynephrine HCl and synephrine HCl, both which help suppress appetite but give tons of energy. Isosynephrine, which is really strong. You got methylhordenine HCl. Man, this thing it's packed. It has yohimbine, capsaicin, which heats up the body. It's got Munica. You got tons of stuff in this. You got DMEA. This thing is strong. If you're looking for a strong fat burner and you're used to stimulants, try this. If you are not used to stimulants, I would start with something else and bridge into this. So like if you're going to be dieting for 8 weeks, let's say, start with 4 weeks with something else, come to this at the end because it is really, really strong. So I give them a huge shout out because the products they make work. Yeah. That's the biggest thing about products, man, is we don't like to sell products that don't work.
Especially when it comes to protein. Especially when I see new competitors come on, or a lot of general people. Like I said, we're not going to talk about other names, but there's certain brands that the quality is not there. And I guess the best way I can put this without saying any names is, for the most part, what you pay for is what you get when it comes to supplements.
Yeah, for the most part.
If you're buying cheap supplements, you're getting a cheap product. This isn't overly expensive, but it is not cheap.
Right.
Good price points.
I'll tell you our price point on this for this tub right here. This tub, $79.99.
And this is 70 servings?
This is 63 servings in this. 28 grams of protein per serving. $79.99. And that's the minimum price that we're allowed to go with it. We sell everything in our store at the minimum price that we're allowed to sell for. And this is worth it. It's a good protein, does not upset the stomach, can be used post-workout, pre-workout, when you first get up, as a meal replacement throughout the day. That's the great thing about isolate. It ramps up your nitric levels in your muscle because it's a very absorbable protein. And think of this, guys, a lot of you don't realize protein is simply protein. It doesn't matter if you get it from a chicken breast or an egg white. It's protein. But the thing you have to make sure when you're buying powdered protein is you're getting what it says on the label. I know many companies out there, these are our mass marketing companies, that we will see them come up testing for what we call amino spiking. Tons. They'll come up 3 times in a year. That means you're not paying for what they even say is in the bottle. You're not getting that nice protein that's going to help your muscles. You're getting a little bit of amino acids and paying overpriced for it. I've seen one company that's very big out there come back. I think they had 7 grams of protein and they claimed 23 or 22 on the label, something like that. And actually 7 grams was all you were getting.
And the supplement business is pretty crazy. It's very saturated. There's so many different companies. And so when you're buying supplements, especially for competing and prep purposes, take a couple minutes, and before you buy a product, go ahead and do some research. It doesn't take long. Always self-inform. Even anything you hear either of us say on these videos, research what we say. Fact check us. If you disagree, throw it down in the comments. Nobody's perfect, and there's so much information. I get it all the time, especially because obviously we're coaches. People come up to us and they expect everything that comes out of my mouth to be like picture perfect, and I try to be as best as I can always, of course, but always fact check yourself, especially when it comes to other people, or you're hearing bro talk. Just do your own research, and that goes full circle, especially with the supplements, especially because they're not cheap. You're paying money, you want them to work, you want a high quality, and then this is definitely a good brand if you're looking for one. Like I said, there are other great companies. Just please be careful, right. And because there will be articles that come up, and especially amino spiking is really big,
right?
Especially in those
large companies,
larger. I'd say more. I don't even mean to say name brand, I guess.
Right.
The ones that you see in superstores
and marketed. When you see marketing, remember this, guys. Marketing is very expensive when you're seeing it in publication or on TV. And if you're seeing those marketed, they're probably they're not putting that money into this. They're putting that money into marketing so you guys buy it. That's why a lot of your companies that are really good, people walking on, I've never seen this company before.
More low key.
Because they don't market, because once somebody uses their products, they see the difference, they feel the difference, they get the results, and they don't change back, so they don't have to spend money in marketing. So when you buy supplements and they're not working, one of two things. You don't need the product, so it's not supplementing your diet, which is what supplement stands for, or supplementing your state of being, like Test Booster is. If you're decreased on testosterone, it's not supplementing necessarily the diet, but your state of being, because you're lower on testosterone. So you're not going to get any changes because you don't need it. Or you're buying something that does not work. So that's the end of story with that. So now that we talk about this brand here, if you guys want to try it out, we do sell it in our stores. You can call us anytime. We ship all across the nation. We no longer do internet sales. We used to, but the problem with that is the major marketing companies wanted to be on there, and our distributors get smaller and smaller of distributing this type of stuff that's really good for you, and start making deals with the marketing companies because they're buying pennies on the dollar and then selling them up more expensively. So now what we do is you call us and we send you the product, and we do it all day long with really good products. So hopefully this, product review helps you guys. You understand why we're recommending the products we see over the next time that we recommend them. And it's not just going to be these type of products, guys. We're going to have some other people in here like Aesthetics Clothing and different things. Mm-hmm. And they're going to go over the products that they make and the reason why they make them. And if you guys want them, there will be links and different things to buy them from those people. All right?
Thank you guys for watching. Please smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us both on Instagram. Unmatched Nutrition, Philly Physiques. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.
See ya.